Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have one of the most iconic JDM sports cars for you. This is the 1997 Nissan R34 GTT. One of one in Bangladesh in this beautiful cherry red color and two of two in Bangladesh for the R34s. So let's start the full in-depth review. So I'm doing a Skyline review. If I don't tell you guys the history of the car, the review doesn't go complete. So the Skyline first gets launched in 1957 as the Skyline, and then the first generation of the car was the R31, then the R32, the R33, and this is the R34, and the final edition is the R35 GTR. So that's pretty much it for the history. The main part of this car is the engine, so that's going to be the most longest part of the video. So first let's show you the front fascia of the car, then let's show you the full engine. So first I'm going to show you the front fascia of the car. So that's why I have to get inside the car. So here we are. So here's the key, goes in, and there the car turns on. So this is the parking light, this is the full headlight, this is the hazard, this is the high beam off. Now if I come outside to show you guys the lights. So because this is a 1997 vehicle, in that time the headlights was halogen. So this car has halogen headlights. So this is your main light, this is your high beam, this is your parking light, and the full headlight is black housing at the inside. And it looks very, very mature from the outside of the car. You have the hazards right here, and now if I come and show you the full front grille, the main difference with the Skyline GTR and the GTT is with the front bumper. So the R34 GTR is more aggressive looking. In the GTT, it's more mature and a little slimmer looking. So you can see you have this mesh grille right here that is open for feeding air inside. This is your number plate slot with open here, so air can go to the radiators. This car has a full front splitter in black that is very, very looking aggressiveness. So now if I come up, you can see there are some lines, like two lines on the hood, that make the car look more aggressive from an angle. And that's pretty much it for the front of the car. Now let's check out this engine. So now I'm going to open the hood from the driver's side. So there's a button right here, and then you can open the hood from the front. So this is where this car's gold comes in. So if I open the hood and get the hydraulic struts up here and put this here. So this is the heart and the most coolest, most nicest, the most exciting part of this car, the RB25. So before I show you guys the engine, I want to talk about how and why was this car so famous and why is it so famous. So if you guys watch Fast and Furious, the first one, when Paul Walker drives this R34 GTR in blue, from then everyone got to know the tuning performance, all the cool features, and all of the performance that can come out of this engine. So from then this car is really famous for buying this car stock, putting a turbo, getting it tuned, maxed out horsepower, and make this car the most aggressive JDM car ever. And this car is going so much up in value. In America and Canada, it's $200,000 now. So now let's keep that aside. Let's talk about this engine. So this is a 2.5 liter inline 6 naturally aspirated engine. But if the owner wants, he can put a turbocharger in this car. It has a 5-speed manual transmission. It is rear wheel drive. But if you guys want to know the specs of the GTR, I'm going to do that, another video on that. But if you guys come a little closer, you can see the RB25 right here, the inline 6. And this car gets independent throttle bodies, and this engine is completely stock with 280 horsepower and 334 Newton meters of torque. You have insulation right here, and that's pretty much it. And I am really grinding for you guys. It's pouring rain, but I decided to do this rare car today. So now let's show you the side profile. So now I'm going to show you guys the side profile of the car. So the car's length is 4,580 millimeters. So first let's show you the wheel. So you can see these are not the stock wheels of the car. These are aftermarket fully forged GT wheels that you can see here. And the wheels are 245 R34 R18s. You have 4-piston brakes that are ventilated with your normal calipers. And you have your normal suspension at the front, but if you want, you can get updated adaptive dampers on this car from aftermarket. This is your side blinker. You have the GT badge here, and if we go down, you can see this car has a beautiful side skirt. The wheelbase of the car is 2,660 millimeters. The mirror on the side is very simple. You could just see the side, because we have to put this in mind. This is a 25-year-old car. You also have frameless doors that are tinted. And this is your door handle, and this is the key for just opening and unlocking. It has nothing. It's just a metal key. Then if we come to the rear wheels, it's same as the front, but the rear calipers are a little smaller and the discs are a little smaller. But it is a rear wheel drive car, so if you want, you can put stagger setups. Now for the fuel tank, I have to open that from the inside again. So there. And then for opening it, there. So this car has a 65-liter fuel tank, and it doesn't take time to burn that fuel. It's raining really hard, but I am doing this review for you guys, so make sure you hit the like button for me. So now let's show you guys the rear. So the height of this car is 1,340 mm. Now I'm going to get inside the car, turn the car on, and then show you guys the rear tail lights. Key goes in, foot on the brake. And there, the car is on. So full light, hazard, this is with the brake, without the brake. I can't put it on reverse because it's a manual car. I don't know how to drive manual. So if you see the rear, you can recognize this car with the 4 lights at the back. So you have this, your main light that brights up if you press the brake. You have your another parking light here with the hazard, and the iconic feature of the Skyline is the tail lights. Because in the R35, the R34, R33, it has 4 lights. You can see the Skyline badge here. You have your upper stop brake light, and because of the GTT, you have this wing that's in full black, contrasting with the side skirts and the front splitter. You have a rear windshield wiper too, that is very neated, like this situation. Now if I come down, these are your reversing lights. You have number plate slot light here, and a little diffuser with a stock exhaust. So you can put an aftermarket exhaust on this car obviously, but this car stock exhaust, but it still sounds decent. And it's very warm because it's very cold right now, because if you guys see the background, it's very rainy. Now let's see the practicality of this car, then let's go to the interior. So for opening the boot, I need the key. I need to put it here and then do this. Oh, it's so heavy. So you have 400 liters of storage here that you can see, and you have a little more storage here. And if I see the underfloor storage, there's nothing, just carpeted. So that's it. R34 is actually practical, so you can daily use it if you know how to drive manual well. So that's it for the full exterior. Now finally let's get into the interior. So now let's get into the interior of the car. So because it's a GTT or a R34 Skyline, it is a JDM sports car coupe. So it has 2 rear seats for kid, or if you want more people for a short ride, you can put that here. And seats are fully Alcantara, and it's very comfortable. It's very squishy, you know. And then if you see behind the seat, like here, you have some little white accent with a place to put your hand. I can't believe this car is already so old, because everything, like all the technology and stuff like that, look new. There. So the seats are fully Alcantara. These are a little bit bucket, and if you want, you can get aftermarket seats on this from Nismo. You have a little storage down here for putting any stuff. You have a little storage here for putting your mobile devices, I guess. This is your handbrake manual for, you know, drifting your cars, and this car gets a 5-speed manual transmission. So this is your gear knob. You have some red accent, same as the outside. This is a cigarette lighter. This is your ashtray, and going to put the car on ignition and foot on the brake. I keep messing up which one's the clutch, which one's the brake. So this is your set for playing music. This is your climate control, so for turning on AC. Oh, the climate control works, bro. So this is the temperature. This is for the wind speed. You have a clock here where you want the air. That's also here. No outside air or outside air. Bro, I'm so impressed from Nissan. And this is also your CD player up here. You have two AC vents here, and this is your hazards button. You can put a Nismo gauge here if you want, but this car doesn't have it because it's fully stock. It has a full Alcantara dash, and because it's so old, the Alcantara is still looking decent. Lockable glove box. If you open it, you have decent amount of storage, and that's pretty much it. This is your rear view mirror. You have two light placement there and another light placement here. Very nice. So now let's show you guys the steering wheel. So this is the steering, fully stock. You have tilt and telescopically adjustable, but manual. So there, only tilt, no telescope. So if I close that, so on this side you have your light controls with the high beam, and on this side you have your windshield wiper controls, and the hazards are also here. So there. So now if we go to the gauge of the car, so this is the gauge, fully stock. So there, if I start it and turn on the light, it brights up. So if you want, you can get aftermarket Nismo dials for the, if you want to convert this to a GTR, but this is fully stock. So this is your RPM, red lights in 7,000 all the way. In oil temperature, actually, this is your engine temperature. This is your speedo, top speed, that's 180 stock car, and this is your fuel gauge, and this is the mileage of the car. That's pretty much it. Very simple. On top of the RPM is also Alcantara, and it's actually really nice. Now if I open the door, you can see there's an AC vent here with your headlight brightener here, and you have a little storage here, and you can see brake pedal, clutch, and gas. Seats are fully manually controlled from these buttons, and there's another one here. Now if I show you the door is fully Alcantara. This is your door handle. You have your mirror control, lock and unlock, mirror lockers, window control, grab handle, Alcantara again. You have that side reflector for emergency. You have some piece of plastic down here with a little storage and a speaker. That's pretty much it. Now I'm going to slowly turn off the vehicle and come outside. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to watch stuff like this, I'm going to put my second channel link in the description box. That's only for Bangla reviews, and this main channel is for the English videos. So until then, stay safe, stay home. Inshallah, see you next time. Peace.